I'm motoring down one of America's coolest and most curvaceous of coast roads. That is the Pacific Ocean. Right, you know, saying them more. This is the legendary California State Route 1, one of the most breathtaking drives in the entire US. And you'll notice I'm traveling in quite some style. This is the life, eh? I am driving a 1966 Ford Mustang. When I was a lad, this would have been the bee's knees. You would have been lusting after this. I've come to the wild west town of Santa Ynez. Here we are. Wagons, ho! To discover how Americans got about way before cars even existed. Here it is, Historical Museum and Carriage House. If I'd have known that, I would have had my 6 guns on you. Like the hell I am. God, dear. This is it, isn't it, eh? This unique collection charts the heyday of horse-drawn travel and tells the story of how America's West became a little less wild. Ah, John.
Hi, Sir David.
Hi. Oh, nice to meet you. Former film producer John Copeland is on hand to show me the reins. I was just looking at all the carriages and things, and it's a great history of the American West, isn't it, this?
Well, it is, and it's the biggest collection of carriages and stagecoaches west of the Mississippi.
Good Lord.
And each one of them has a story to tell.
Yeah. These are the ones that we all recognise in every Western that we've ever seen. Was that the sort of bus of its day?
It was actually the equivalent of a jetliner today. This was how people traversed our nation before the railroads went in.
And just like today, you don't go on the road without a driving lesson.
And this is an actual real device. This is how people learned how to drive.
I'm sitting in the middle, is that right?
That's it. For a single horse, you would have these two.
So if you want him to stop, you pull back.
You do. You pull back and
But if I want him to go...
You would just whack him on, you go on the back.
You and my son. Right. Easy peasy, isn't it? I've had my first lesson. Look, come on, then. Off we go.
Very good.
Good. Yeah, we haven't moved yet. And now I'm ready for the real thing. And just to make me look a right plonker, the producers made me go the full John Wayne. Well, Kushti. Come on, John, let's get going.
All right.
John's hitching me up with Tommy Harris, a legendary wrangler and rodeo star who's dedicated his life to keeping the Wild West alive. And here are the horses, I do believe.
They can't see us, so just stay there, because they've got what are called blinders.
Therefore, to concentrate the horse's attention ahead of them, is it?
Well, it is, but it also makes them less distracted by something happening off to the side. See the coach that you're going to be riding on and driving?
Yeah, how many could ride in here?
They would get...
the old days.
Well, they could get 12 in here.
12? I can't believe that.
This was, you know, the height of transportation, and it was certainly faster than walking behind a covered wagon, so people would be thrilled to ride on this. So, David, shall we take a little trip back in time?
Tommy's carefully crafted this working replica 1820s stagecoach to show history in motion, and I'm about to take a test ride. You cannot have 12 in here.
Oh, yes. So here we are. Pretty comfy?
Yeah, well, it is at the moment. It's not moving.
So if you think flying an aircraft today is crowded, it's nothing like being inside a stagecoach.
Despite the cramped quarters, stagecoach travel was decidedly for the well-heeled, and a transcontinental 2,000-mile journey didn't come cheap.
If you were going from St. Louis to San Francisco, you know, that'd be close to, you know, $7,500, $10,000 in today's money.
$10,000 to be cramped in a bleeding thing like this is even tighter than your coffin, this thing, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
Tucker, Bobby. Tucker, Bobby.
Oops, here we go.
Away we go.
Oh, this is not too bad. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Yes? Seems like nice boys, don't they?
Keep rolling, 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 though the streams are swollen. Keep them doggies rolling, right.
Oh, bloody hell. I mean, you don't have to go far, do you, to already experience this isn't the most comfortable ride that you've ever had in your life, is it?
Yeah, would you like to do 12 hours of this? Because that's pretty much what the day would be.
God, it's like a nightmare, isn't it?
They didn't know the comforts that we know today.
No. The huge distances covered crossing America meant passengers would be cooped up for days on end.
From St. Louis to San Francisco, it was close to 20.
What, days?
Yeah.
Well,
and, you know, they're sweaty, they're not taking a bath.
No.
Probably not brushing their teeth.
No.
So, yeah, being inside here could be quite a sensory experience.
A bit like being with a film crew, really,
You're right,
isn't it?
yeah, a little bit.
Now, a stagecoach journey was one you did in stages. To travel right across America could take 3 weeks, with horses being swapped for fresh teams at relay stations every 15 miles or so. You'd easily use 36 horses a day to cover the ground. So this is the speed that we would travel at?
The average speed would be about 7 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah, this is a way to travel. There is no other. I mean, this is it.
How about if you had done this from Seattle down, you know?
Yeah.
Almost 2,000 miles.
Oh, the old Technicolor yawn.
Yeah.
We would have all been doing that, wouldn't we? Yeah. Me old buns are taking a bit of a battering. So John's keen to get me upstairs, riding shotgun. I'm never going to get up there.
Oh, sure you are. David, you're going to want to step on the hub.
Which foot?
Whatever works for you. Hold on to that. There you go. Good. Swing on in next to Tommy.
Thank you, Tom.
There you go, sir.
Yeah.
You're in the game. Go ahead. Are you ready?
I thought he was being serious.
So, David, what do you think of riding on the top side as opposed to the inside?
I think it's slightly better up top.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously not so claustrophobic, but for some reason, I'm not sort of feeling quite the bumps quite so much.
This was the ideal seat right here.
So why is that?
Because the leather thoroughbraces that are holding the body, you'll feel them more on the inside than you will up here.
Of course, back in the 1800s, travel didn't come without risk. A coach full of wealthy passengers might make a tasty target for a holdup.
So, David, on an uphill like this, where the horses are slowing down a little bit, this would be where the road agents would want to try to stop the stage.
And that's where the robbers would come into play. Bobby, tuck, come on, up.
Often braving terrible weather, rutted roads and treacherous terrain, for half a century, the stagecoach lines carried aspiring citizens ever westward, earning their rightful place in American history. He knows how to drive, yes, sir, Rebo. It was much better riding up here with Tom and feeling and seeing the whole thing. But when we went off the road, oh, dear, I thought we were all going to bounce off. Great
Thank
experience.
you, sir.
Bless
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tom. Bless you, sir. Thank you, sir. All I need to do now is work out how to get off this blinking thing.